Hello, my name is Trish Covich, and I live in New Zealand, sunny New Zealand. And I'm a coach for neuroplasticity brain training. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Before that, I was trained as a narrative therapist, and that was not helpful for my CFS-ME, which I can explain later. So basically, I got CFS with glandular fever, the Epstein-Barr virus. Of course, it's caused by many other things, which are all trauma-related. But I had glandular fever, and it was basically the last straw for coping with life. And I went down. I was bedridden. I was on a feeding tube. I had terrible fibromyalgia all the way down my right side of my body. So I had a lot of symptoms on top of that, all the typical ones that you know, all the sensitivities, light, sound, chemical sensitivities, all those things. And it took me years to finally figure out that I wasn't actually sick. Like, I had symptoms that were real and biological, but I wasn't sick because of a virus or a bacterial thing. It was the mind. It was actually, and I'm not saying a mental illness either. It's not that. It was a biological part of the brain, which is the old brain, the fight or flight, autonomic nervous system. And what it had done is it had taken over completely, which is what it does when you're sick, to protect you, or you're being chased by a tiger. It does that really fast because it has to, and it does its job really well. And then when you're safe and your flu is gone, or the fear that caused your trauma has gone, you then switch back to what we call parasympathetic. And that is calm and digest in the vagus nerve running down the neck and all throughout our body. And that is what I had to learn. I had to understand that first, even before I could do the strategies. But I didn't understand it. I just swept over it and sort of thought, okay, yeah, I get it. It's the old brain, and it doesn't understand words, and you have to speak with emotions. And I was doing all of that and getting some really good results, like I turned my stomach back on, but I wasn't quite doing it completely right. And so that's why I'm here today, to introduce to you my CFS-ME book that I've written with really important information that you need to understand about the brain, because you can't believe it, you can't buy into it and do the work until you understand, if that makes sense. But when I really understood, and I did before, I did the strategies, but I was really efforting, pushing, in a hurry to get well. And all that did was cause more stress, which caused more fear. Because the number one word that the old brain doesn't understand, but is fear mode. It's running a program full of fear that's not normal. It's normal when you need it, when you're in danger, but we are running it 24/7. And that is why we're so exhausted, my friend, and it doesn't need to be like that. The information is out there. It's been found, it's sorted, we have the cure. We don't need to find a pill. It's been 30 or more years that people have been getting well. Ashok Gupta was alone when he had a CFS, and he's a well-known coach, and he had to figure it all out on his own. So imagine that. So you are even more lucky than him, and you're more lucky than me, because in 2026 now, you have all the information, all the knowledge, and the proof from people's stories, hundreds of stories. You just have to get on the right channel, and you will, because I'll guide you. And stay away from the medical world. So, for curing CFS, if you have something medical wrong, of course you see your doctor. But once you've got that sorted and you've done your tests and you've done your scans and everything's fine, you have to move on. It's really important. And you start the strategies now that you have a really good understanding that I'm going to give you. A scientific, neuroscientists backing it up with scans that the CFS mind can return back to normal. And so we don't have fight or flight switched on all the time. We can completely reset this dysfunction, because that's all it is. And so when I was sick, I vowed that when I got well, and most of the time I really believed I would, but there were some pretty dark moments as well, I decided that I would write a book and also put it in audio for really sick people, so that you get a chance to listen as much as you can when you can, without any pressure of money involved, thousands of dollars, which I spent on one-to-one coaching, which is great if you can afford it. But it's really amazing, this book, because you can sit anywhere and listen to it. You can lie down. If you're still sick, you can start from being lying down in your bed. It doesn't matter. You still will get well. Or maybe you're almost well and you just need that little bit extra piece of the puzzle that's missing that I had to find. Well, I've found that for you. So all you need to do is listen to this book. And, it's cheap. You can buy a book very cheap these days. So, often in our minds we think, well, it's probably just a cheap program, but it's not. It's deluxe. It has everything that you need to get well. And when I finally did the program that I created for myself, I was well within 3 weeks. So yes, that's how powerful I really believe this program is. And it can take time. I'm not putting a date on it. Please don't. Everyone is different, and it may be 6 months. It's very likely. Maybe 3 months if you're lucky. It really depends on how you are able to put yourself into this state of training, state of mind that I will teach you, and the willingness to trust me. Because I can tell you, my friend, you do not need to be sick anymore. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon.